Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday video. I'm Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. I have lots of Stampin' Up! Information for you on my desk to talk about, and the card we're making today is a card I saw Connie Stewart make. She's another demonstrator, and it is really a neat fold, so I thought we'd try it today. And we're going to be using a lot of Last Chance products, so I'll share those with you too. Okay, let's go down to my desk. Right, go. Okay, all right, I hope everybody's doing all right. I live in Alberta, as you know. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Albert, Alberta. We are in a bit of a deep freeze right now, and a lot of snow has been falling, so my husband and I have spent a lot of time doing a lot of shoveling. And trying to stay warm because the temperature is very cold compared to what we've had. We had a real break in the weather. So anyways, let's get on to all the Stampin' Up! News. Well, the first thing, and I know I talked about it last week, is the join offer that's running the month of February. If you join Stampin' Up! Right now to become a demonstrator, you will get the Stampin' Positioner for free. It's a wonderful tool. We used to have a tool like this, and they discontinued it, and now they brought this one in. Looks like it's going to be a great one. So you would get that for free along with your, you choose $165 worth of product out of any catalog or online store, and you only pay $135. So that's a great deal. It's the best deal when you get, and especially when you get something extra like this. Okay. Bonus days are on, so if you've earned any bonus day coupons in January, you have till February 28th to redeem them. So if you're placing an order, try to redeem those coupons. Otherwise, they will not work after the end of February. Okay, and on that note, we have free shipping going on. Started today, runs for 3 days. So if your order is over $100, you will get free shipping. Again, a super deal, and you can redeem your bonus coupons on this order. So it's a really great time, especially to, like my list has got cardstock and envelopes and dimensionals on it. You know, it's a good time to stock up on things, especially when it's free shipping. And I have bonus day coupons to redeem, so perfect timing. All right. Also, if your order reaches $100, you can purchase this Painted Illusions Designer Series paper for $5. So as soon as your order reaches $100, you'll see a little sliding bar going across the top of your order, and it will say that you are able to purchase this if you want it added on for $5. It looks like it's beautiful paper. Mine is on my order, so hopefully I will get it and we can play with it a little bit, but it looks really, really nice. Okay, so that's called Painted Illusions. And the paper pumpkin kit, I didn't talk about it last week. I forgot to talk about it. So the new paper pumpkin is this one, Fluttering Garden. I know my picture's not that great. It looks like it's got hummingbirds on it. The subscription period is from February 11th to March the 10th. It says it makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with coordinating envelopes, pre-cut pieces, and there is an additional stamp set in this one. They do this usually once a year and in March. So you're getting 2 stamp sets with this one, and it says create charming cards with a hummingbird motif for Mother's Day and more. So I guess there will be a Mother's Day greeting probably in it, but they look really pretty. And your Stampin' Spot is basic gray. Also, the add-on dies for this will be the last month for these add-on dies. They coordinated with January, February, and now March. So they are called Beautiful Blooms add-ons, $18, and the number's 168666. So you can add those on and they will coordinate with this paper pumpkin. Okay, so I think that's all our news. I will just throw my own news in here. I am having a card class this Saturday, so if you're local and you're at all interested in it, these are the cards that we'll be making using the lovely and beautiful paper, which is lovely and beautiful. Also, if you aren't local and you would like a card kit, you would receive everything to make these 4 cards. The only thing I can't include is the stamping. So the stamping you'd have to do yourself. You can use any stamps you have of your own, of course. I used, the 2 stamp sets I used for my greetings were the Fabulous Sayings and the Banner Sayings. So just so that you know, you would receive a PDF with all the directions for these. And it can be mailed to you for an extra $5. The kit is $20. Okay, I think that's all our housekeeping out of the way. Let's get on with this card. Now, I mentioned that I saw Connie Stewart. Simply Simple Stamping is her name of her business. And she calls this card a W-fold pop-out card. So I thought it was very interesting. We're going to use, and I also mentioned we're going to be using a lot of product that is in the last chance list. Please remember to check your last chance list because holy, there's a lot of things in there. Okay, so we're going to be using the Celebratory Sips paper, and I have very little of this paper left. I have used it a lot. I loved it. So it was the paper that had all the wine glasses and the wine bottles on it. Here's some pieces to show you what it looked like. That's 2 of the pieces. Then there was the one with all the garnishes on it, and it reversed over to that secret C. So, and there was a page with the large, I can show you all my paper, but it's all really cut up. There was a page that had all the glasses on it. You can see what I've done here, and you could cut them all out. Fussy cut them all out, and the glasses in your dies, the small glass and the tall glass, they do cut some of these out. But if they had garnishes on them, they would get cut off. So you have to fussy cut those. So you can see I've done lots of fussy cutting out of mine. Okay, so I am using the paper, which is in on the last chance list. It was $17. It's called Celebratory Sips. It was $17. They're clearing it for $10.20. 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. The Cheers and Sips bundle is there. The bundle is $56.50, but they've got the dies at down to $22.20, and these are all your dies. They cut a lot of the things out of your paper. They cut a lot of the things out of the stamp set. The stamp set is down to $13. So the bundle, like I said, normally is the best deal. This time it's not. So if you wanted to buy this, buy them separately because your dies are $22.20. The stamps are $13. So what does that make it? $35.20 to get these 2. So it's a great deal. Anyway, we'll be using those. And we are also using the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. And they were $11.75. They're down to $10.57. And they're very pretty. All right. And I am using some Strawberry Slush ribbon. It is not in the last chance list, but it's still available. Okay, let's get started. Our card base is Strawberry Slush. This piece is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it just like a regular card at 4 1/4. But then I scored it at 2 1/8, 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8. So when you fold it in half like a regular card, and then you fold back this flap and you fold back this flap, and now it is a W. So I'm saying that's where Connie got her name, W fold pop-out card. Now I'm going to burnish these folds because I haven't done them yet. And remember that I give you all the measurements underneath the video, so you'll have all of that. I don't give all the details. I kind of want you, it's easier sometimes to watch me make it. So all those instructions would be on this video that we're doing together now. Okay, so I've got that ready. That's my card base. You also need another piece of Strawberry Slush. This one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You also need another piece. This is your mechanism. This one is 6 by 1 1/2. And you're going to score it out 1, 2, 4, and 5. And when we fold it, we're going to fold it like this. Sorry. we're going to fold it in like that. So you're going to fold it back, 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 and it's going to look like that. Okay. We need some cardstock. Now, I did alter my card a little bit from Connie's directions because she has a lot of extra layers, and it turns out to be a fairly thick card as it is. So I've decided I'm only going to put layers behind some of the pieces. So we need 4 pieces in a coordinating color, and I've chosen Blackberry Bliss. These are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. We are also going to need some designer series paper to layer on top of these. So I need 4 pieces that are 1 5/8 by 5. So this is the pieces that I've chosen that are going to go on here. Okay, and they're going to decorate the front of the card here. All right, but we need the back done also, and we need a place to write. So that's all done on the back. So for the back, I've chosen 1 piece of white. Connie did 2. So if you needed to do more writing, you could do 2 pieces of white. These pieces are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So that's going to be my piece to do my writing on. If you wanted both center pieces to be white, you could cut 2 of these. And then I've chosen to cut, I'm using three pieces of designer series paper that is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So that's going to go on here. And I haven't decided if I'm using that side or that side. Please excuse my phone ringing. I'm just ignoring it. Okay. I'll just dump that off of there and we'll get set to go. We also need 1 more piece of designer series paper, and I've chosen this one. This one is, must be cloud cover, like stars on it. I really liked it. And it was on this really interesting piece that almost looked like watercolor wash on the other side. This piece of designer series paper is, let me see, this is 3 by 4. I know that because it goes onto here. It's going to go on here for the front of our card. Okay, so I am going to start putting things together. And I'm just going to move this all out of the way so that we can start. All right. We're going to put our mechanism in first, and I'll show you how this works. I actually have this going. That's the W, so that's the way we want it. That's the back of our card. This is the front. I am going to put this mechanism on basically in the middle of the card. I didn't measure or anything like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're worried about it and you want to measure, we could do that. This is, of course, 5 1/2. So is it 2 1/2 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 3/4. So I could put a little line there or a little dot, I guess, not a line, at 2 3/4. Sorry, so that we can sort of line this up. So I want to glue this back flap. Once I've folded it like this, I want just this back flap to have some glue on it. You can use tear and tape here, or you can use this liquid glue. You can use your tape or your tape runner. All right, so I'm going to put it down. And if you want to be kind of careful, I'm looking at my line and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I've got it about right. So it's on this side of the fold, and you can see, whoopsie, you can see, I think, where I put my little line there, which I'll erase right away. But I'm going to put that down like that. So it's on that side of the folded edge. Okay. I will get my eraser to erase that because that might show. Don't want that to show. Okay. There we go. And then I want to attach the other side. Well, the other side with your card flat, that's not the way it goes. So we have to let this side pull up, and we're going to do the same thing. This flap is going to go down. But like I say, I'm going to pull this up to put this down. And again, I want it on just next to the fold, like that. So it's pulling your card, whoops, it's pulling your card like that. Okay, I'm just going to give that a second to dry. I just want to erase that little mark that I had there because I don't want it to be showing. There we go. All right. Okay. So that's the basis of the card. Now we're going to do the decorating. And you're probably saying, well, why didn't you decorate those panels? Now it's going to be hard. But what happens is I want to cover up those little tabs that I glued down. So that's why I did it that way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and prepare these panels. So I want to glue these all on. So I think what I'll do is just flip all these over and we're going to glue them all on our Blackberry Bliss pieces. Okay. So I'm just going to put the glue on all 4 pieces like that. I'm hoping wherever you're watching me from, you're having better weather than we are. I am in my basement studio, and I just went upstairs, and oh my goodness, it's like a whiteout outside. So it's really been, the weather has been just crazy. I guess we missed a lot of the good weather while we were away, but did come home to decent weather, and now it's sort of gone south on us. So, but here we are in Alberta, and we expect it. It's not spring yet, and if you've lived here any amount of time, you know that. I've lived here all my life, so I'm well aware that spring doesn't come in February to this part of our world. Okay, so get those on, and then I'll decide which up or down I want. This doesn't really have a direction, this particular design of paper with the garnishes on it, but whatever looks good. Like, I like to look at all of it and see if I think it looks better one way or the other. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and glue them on here. So they're going to get glued on quickly. And we just want to put them on, and they have a bit of a border around them, of course. And you kind of want to make sure once we get one down that the rest of them kind of go at the same height, top and bottom. Okay, and these ones we're just going to slip back here, which isn't difficult, and line them up with what we have already. Move it over a little bit. Looks good. Okay, next one. Yeah, some of these are lots of fun, these papers, but I have used this a lot, made a lot of cute cards with it. This bundle. Okay, whoops. Let's get these ones laid down behind there. And then this one. No, I like this one this way. Okay, so got that all done. All right, that was easy. Now we can do the back. And like I said, if you wanted 2 white pieces for writing, you could do that. I have stamped on mine already. Again, I'm using the Cheers and Sips stamp set, and I put 2 stamps together on a block. It's your day, let's celebrate. And they're it's kind of small, but, and I thought maybe I would put this pattern here, and then these 2 over here, like that. So that's what my thinking was. So, and it's just the back of this. So you could put them all the same if you wanted, or I could do them like that. That looks kind of nice too. Maybe I'll do that one. So the colors are Strawberry Slush, and there's a lot of colors in this one. Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, a lot of the pinks, because you can see the colors in the glasses and the bottles. Kind of fun. I think Timid Tiger is in this one. Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, Pretty in Pink. Peach Pie, Old Olive, Lemon Lime Twist, Daffodil Delight, Cloud Cover, Bubble Bath, Blackberry Bliss, and Berry Burst. This one's a little bit harder to put on here because our piece is standing up a little bit. There we go. Okay, then this piece, and then we'll do some kind of decorating on it. On the front panel, there's that extra piece that goes on, that's sort of what she calls the pop-out. And then I use the word cheers for the front. And then, like I said, what I put in the back for where I'm going to write, it's your day, let's celebrate. So this could be a birthday. This could be any kind of day, I guess, that you want to celebrate. Okay, so when we're folding this card to put it in the envelope, it goes like this. You can just close it like this, and you can see that panel there. And then just flip it over. It does buckle a little bit here, and you need to use your bone folder to just get that mechanism to lay flat. So it goes like that and like that. Okay, so that's how you can put it in the envelope, either flipping this one to the back side or flipping it to the front side, and then it'll lay flat like that. And it is, like I said, there is quite a bit of bulk. So Connie Stewart put behind all of her paper on the back, she also put a layer of cardstock. I just thought it was a bit too thick. So let's work on our centerpiece. Our centerpiece is this. I'm just going to put this designer series paper on, and then we'll do our decorating. Okay, this piece is just going centered on here. So strawberry slush piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and this piece is 3 by 4. And then it just gets glued right onto here. We'll do our decorating first before we glue it on. It makes it a bit easier. I stamped the word cheers, and I did use a retired punch, the oval punch, to punch it out. And I also punched out a Blackberry Bliss layer, and I thought I could put it like this possibly. And then I've got all these glasses already cut out. And remember that they can overlap, or they can, hang off of here because, this piece is smaller than the front of your card, so you can decorate it that way. I said I was going to use ribbon, and I didn't show you what I did, and I've already tied it. What I did was I just took the ribbon and I put it all the way around my layer, and I just tied it in a knot at the front. And I thought, because you're going to see the back of this, well, not see it necessarily, but you know, the back, you will see the back of it a little bit. So I wanted the ribbon to go all the way around. Normally I would just take my tape and just attach it to the back, but for this one I thought, no, it needs to go all the way around. So I just cut myself a piece of that strawberry slush ribbon. This is the faux linen ribbon, strawberry slush. Really nice to work with. So that goes perfectly with this. And if you think it's going to move around or anything, you can always put a glue dot underneath it. I think it'll be fine. So I think what I'd like to do is maybe put my greeting like that, cheers. And then I thought I could put these glasses either in front of the ribbon, or this one I thought could slip behind the ribbon. What do you think of that? And that would be the front of our card. I kind of like that. I think I will give this little glass a little bit of dimension. Now, I will tell you that I cut this glass out, and then I fussy cut these garnishes out and glued them onto the glass. And this one, I actually stamped the umbrella, so I used the stamp out of here onto the designer series paper, so you can see the lines on it. And then there is a die to cut the top of the umbrella out. And this stick was already in the glass, but I didn't like the umbrella that was on it. So I thought I'm going to do it just a little differently. I'm just going to give my glasses a little bit of dimension, just to make them a little more interesting. And I might put both of those up on dimensionals. And this one with the lemonade in it and the lemon slice on it. I think it's really cute. I'm going to just give it a bit of dimension here, maybe flip the lemon out, and I think it's just going to get glued down like that. All right, now our greeting. I'm thinking, do I want it like that to make it stand out a little bit? Do I want it like this to stand out? Maybe that way. Okay, so what I'll do is just put a little bit of glue on the bottom of the Blackberry Bliss piece, and we will just put this on like that, just to make the words stand out a little bit better. And I think I will put them up on dimensionals. So just a couple of dimensionals up here. And like I say, this card has a fair amount of dimensions, so I don't know if it would need extra postage or not, but just something to be aware of. And because we can, I'm just going to overlap that a little bit. All right, I'm going to tuck this glass just underneath my ribbon and have it at a slant, I think, like that. And then this one, I think over top of the ribbon, and this one over top of the ribbon, like that. And I think I'll glue this one down and put the other one on dimensionals. Okay. Just like that. And then this one on dimensionals. I think that makes more sense. There we go. And this is just a real fun card. Like I said, it could be used for a birthday, an anniversary, anything like that. Just says, you know, it's your day. It's your day, let's celebrate. So it could be any kind of day, I guess. All right, there. How does that look? Okay, we could have used some Wink of Stella on here, couldn't we? Don't do that often enough. Let's do that. Some Wink of Stella. This one is not my good one. Just let me reach for my other one. Okay, so I'll put some Wink of Stella, I think, on maybe my garnishes. How about on the cherry and the orange? And the lemon. And I know you can't really see this on the camera. It doesn't show up, like Wink of Stella doesn't show up very well on the camera, but it is just got some sparkle to it. Don't know if you can see it or not, but it really, really adds just a little something. And I wondered if people even would notice it, but I have a friend who I give cards to on a fairly regular basis. She said, "Oh, how do you get the little shimmer on your cards?" And I had to tell her it's a fancy little pen. Okay, so we've got this section done. Let's put it onto here. So all you need to do is put glue on the front of your pop-out piece. And put this down. And of course, we want it to be, I'm going to close the card, we want it to be centered. Oh, and you can see I've kind of overestimated myself here on the umbrella. So I think I won't center this panel because look what's happening with my umbrella. It's hanging off my card. I might have to fix that. Let's see if I can pull it up. I didn't put very much glue behind this glass. There we go. There we go. I'm going to have to get it turned a bit, I think. Okay, do this again. See if I can. I could have used my heat gun to get it up. That's always a trick. Let's just see if I can pull it up a bit and turn it. There we go. Turn it in a bit more like that so it doesn't hang off the side. And there's our card. So the card flat would be like this, and then open, it just pops like that. So it sits like that. Lots of fun. Sorry, you can't really see it, I guess. Sits like that. And then your back is for your words. Now, I did say I had some embellishments here that I wanted to use. So let's get my take your pick tool out and get our, I think I want to use strawberry slush only because it really, these ones are pretty in pink, I think they say. Yeah, pretty in pink. I think I want to use the strawberry slush. So let's see. I will take, looks like I haven't used any of those yet. So let's take them from the top here. How about one right here? And I'll utilize these little stars that we've got going on here on this paper. And smaller one there. And let's see, how about another one over here? Right there. Okay, so there's our card. I think it's really cute. Lots happening on it, but lots of fun. So I guess I need to tell you that you have to be careful when you're slanting your items off. They can't really hang off too much. Okay, so there's that, and it pops out like that. Stands nicely. Perfect. Oh, I have another little die cut piece here, sorry. This was out of the smaller glasses that came from this paper, and I thought, oh, I should decorate this. So let's see, when it's like this, maybe I will put this here. I think that looks good, or I could have put it up here. Just trying to see what I want to do with it. I think maybe I'll put it at the top, just for something. I usually put things at the bottom. Let's put this one at the top. So it looks like an iced tea with a lemon slice on the top and a little orange rind on the bottom there. So I'm going to put it right up here, like that. I forgot I had cut that out. It was on my desk here. So there we go. So there's the back of our card. There's the front of our card. Lots of fun. And folding up just like that, and it fits in an envelope. It, like I said, there is a fair bit of thickness to it, so you'll want to be aware of that for mailing. Okay, now I did use another bundle to do my original card that I made. And again, it is using, I'm going to lay this so you can see it. It is using a lot of last chance list items. So this is the card that I made. So you can see the paper. It's from the Perfectly Pairs Suite. And the back was like this. So for this one, I used, the only thing that isn't in the last chance, on the last chance list is the ribbon, the Mossy Meadow and gold trim. So that's still just regular, but the Perfectly Pairs bundle is $58.50. They've got the stamps down to $16.80, and oops, not that, and the dies at $18.50. So what is that one? $35.30, and the bundle is $58.50. So again, it's better to order the two separately, the stamp set and the dies. And I've had a lot of fun with these. So there's that, and the paper, which is called the Painterly Pairs paper with all the different things on it. I've used a lot of this. This was $17. It's down to $10.20. So all of those things are also in the list. I did use some vellum on this card because we have vellum now. I cut the leaves out of vellum, and I used a blending brush and just used some old olive ink on them. So that one, and I used, the greetings are from the Perfectly Pairs, a good friend is a gift. And then I did borrow this from a retired set, happiest birthday wishes. And on the back for this one, I was able to use a piece of the paper that was a lot of white in the center, and this was the border. So I thought that looked really nice. And again, you could do some writing on that if you needed that extra space. But yeah, I thought this turned out really nice. Okay, so those are the two cards. W pop-outs. Hard for me to display them because they don't want to lay flat, of course. But I will take pictures and all the dimensions for this card will be under the video for you to check out. And I hope if anybody has any questions that you get a hold of me. There's my email there, mrgorn@shaw.ca, or you can go on my website, margaretgorn.stampinup.net. And remember all the great things that are happening, especially the free shipping. That's just a real bonus, because if you have, you know, $100 worth of product, it's going to be around $20 to ship it. So getting it for free is an excellent thing. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that for this card, I used the low profile sparkle dots, which are also on the last chance list for $10.40. And they were the ones that went with this bundle, the Perfectly Pairs bundle. So lots of last chance items that are still there. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you next week.